It's Penelope. Mm-hmm. She's like, what's happening now, people? She's a very nervous girl. She's a very nervous girl. Mm-hmm. Alright, so she is partially pelted. The owner wanted to leave as much fur as possible. I took a look at her coat. If you can see, lots of, yeah, that's a little don't touch me. Alright, great. Owner decided to lightly pre-treat her cat with GABA, meaning she didn't go up to the therapeutic dose that most cats respond to, right? So, anyway, so if you don't reach a threshold, a therapeutic threshold, that fight or flight will still come through, right? And she just gave me a hiss because I touched one of her mats, right? It's a clear sign that she's not quite at a therapeutic dose for her gabapentin, but we'll get through it, right? Starting with her nails. Anyway, I took a look at her coat, and the only thing I can salvage is just like a partial mane going down the back, just sort of like a wolf lion cut, but I don't know. I'm still undecided as far as what I'm going to do with her, right? Because the owner wants to keep her natural, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see how loose her mats are, and I'm going to work with some of the front ones first and see if I can't do some magic with those and see if they'll just come out easily, and we'll just take it from there, right? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And nails. And nails. And back nails. Mm-hmm. She's like, I need those. I need those. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I did ask the owner if she was treating for panic or aggression. She definitely said panic. But panic cats aren't necessarily hissing, right? So I think it might be irritability. It might be irritability too, right? Oh God, yeah, there's just no way. Yeah, that's coming off. I was contemplating. No, you stop it. And it's a her, by the way, right? It's a her, by the way. You think I'm gonna listen to you? You don't even know if it's a boy or a girl, right? I think you know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Waka waka. Mm-hmm. Oh, you need to go bye-bye. You need to go bye-bye. Yeah, you need to go bye-bye. Mm-hmm. You need to go bye-bye. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm. All right, Penny, you want to go in your bed? She's like, yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. So the owner is watching right now, and so we just put all you fuckers on timeout, right? So that the owner could see, you know, the live, because it's her cat, right? Right? And you can all shut the fuck up, right? Just saying. You have no manners. You have no manners, right? You can come on here and tell people what they can and cannot do with their pets. Who the fuck do you think you are, people? Right? I have no idea where you guys get off. See, lovey. Mm. Mm-hmm. All right. There. See what we can come up with. See what we can do. Good. All right, little mat breaker, little pals, right? Start with the first one right there. See what that does. The back end is going to definitely have to be shaved. Yeah, see, Mom, she's already flipped her override switch. So remember what I told you about the therapeutic dose? Yeah. The reason why I asked you to do that was because she was going to be going through a very uncomfortable, demanding process, right? Or whatever we're going to have to do to fix her coat, right? So she was comparing how the cat was with gabapentin at home to how she thought she would be here at the salon. And it's just simply not the same, right? Simply not the same. There's just too many variables happening outside of the home that do not compare. Alrighty then. Because she's getting hissy, we're going to use sound. That's all we have to work with. Since she's not at a therapeutic dose, and she's going to start to escalate and get worse. So we're going to put her in the sound box. Alright, so that sound that you hear is going to help to neutralize any of her aggression and hopefully, in theory, prevent her from starting to escalate, right? That's what that sound does. So, we're going to finish most of her grooming in the sound box since she's only at half the therapeutic dose that a cat her size would need to block her fight or flight, which is coming straight on through. So, here we go. Mommy's watching. All right, Mommy, you are not treating for panic, you're treating for aggression, irritability, aggression, okay? Two different pre-treatments. So this is not panic. So stress, when it surfaces, the cat's either going to go to fight or flight. Penelope is going to fight, right? Fight. Hissing, irritability, swatting, rabbit kicks, all of that, right? Pre-treatment is 2 hours ahead of time, no food in the stomach, at a therapeutic dose. How do you find a therapeutic dose for your cat? You just usually add a 0 after your cat's weight. And you pre-treat just once, 2 hours ahead, on a fairly empty stomach, right? If you allow your cat to eat when you're trying to treat for aggression, irritability, you will cut the effects of the GABA almost in half. So if you gave 100, but you allowed your cat to eat, you might as well have just given her 50. And if you just give 50 to a cat her size, that's not a therapeutic dose. Her fight will come right on through, right? So the whole point of using gabapentin is to reach a therapeutic dose where it actually blocks the fight or flight signal. Hers is coming straight on through, which is a fail, which means the pre-treatment is a fail. And the reason why it's a fail is because you gave her 50, right? So back in 2017, that is when vets were telling owners to just give 50, no matter what it was, fight or flight, no matter what the size of the cat was. Everyone was just told to give 50, right? And wrong. Alright, so we're going to do a bath test, and we're going to try and wash her 2 front paws first before we get started. If we are successful in washing her 2 front paws, we are going to then wash the rest of her, right? She's cute as a button, right? I think that wolf cut was perfect. It allowed you to keep just about 2/3 of her coat, right? So I think you're going to like it. It was the best possible option for her situation, right? And it grows out the most natural. It's actually my favorite. So I usually keep my Himalayan, right? And we turn the sound off. Hopefully she doesn't need that. For some cats, they actually need that sound left on while they're getting their bath, right? In her case, she doesn't necessarily need it. Anyway, she's passing her bath test, so we can go ahead and start working with some of the degreasing products. You really don't want to be working with degreasing products if you're not even sure whether you can even wash your cat or not, right? I wouldn't want to wish that on my worst enemy, to have a cat covered in degreaser that you can't wash or get out, right? Yeah. That's a problem. That's a problem. So this is Penny. Her fight or flight is coming straight on through to the other side. Straight on through to the other side. She's like, you know the doors? Yepper. They're my favorite. How do you know the doors? My mother was a hippie. You mean the one who dropped you off is not a hippie. She's not her mother. I got that. I got that. I don't think so. Alright, let's get that started. Yeah, don't quite trust her. Yeah, it's like trying to groom a woman who's PMSing, right? That's a lot like how I would describe what fight or flight is in cats. It's like a lot like women in PMS. Something like that. Alright, so this is going on nice and warm, so it's comfortable. It's not going to bother or irritate her. Good buddy. Good girl. Good girl. This bath might actually calm her a little bit. Believe it or not, water and bath and a bathing is a technique to calm an irritable cat. Believe it or not. We got the grumble. We got the grumble. Alright, so while that's processing, we're going to work on her booties. Her little booties. Went. Don't bite me. She's like, I'm going to do it. Don't do it. I know you're thinking about it. Here. That's right. Please step away from the vehicle. Alarm. Please step away from the vehicle. Same connotation over like on loop. Just like the way a car alarm goes off. Please step away from the vehicle. So what you're listening for is whether that starts to escalate and go higher or lower or louder. Right? But if it just stays the same, you're all right. Other footsie. Other body. Other body. She got some nice curly whites on her. So this is how she is here. I would imagine this is what the veterinarian was describing as far as how she was at the vet's visit. So it's not panic, it's aggression. So just hit her with 100, 2 hours ahead of time. Make sure she doesn't have any food in her stomach. And she's going to be a lot better for her next vet visit, right? Yeah. If you just give a little bit, it's not going to work. The whole idea is you have to reach the therapeutic dose in order for the gabapentin to work. How does the gabapentin work? It blocks the fight or flight signal if you reach the threshold of the therapeutic dose, right? That's how it works. Which is why back in 2017, when vets were saying to just give 50 to every cat, that's why there was such a high fail rate, right? Capiche? Capiche. Capiche, capiche. Alright, we're going to turn the comment section back on again. So while we're waiting for this to process, right? Where you going? There's no walking in cat grooming. There's no walking in cat grooming. No, you're staying. You're staying. Mission 1. You're just a little princess. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm surprised that she's so good for her bath. Yeah. I'm actually very surprised. Yeah. Are you a water baby? She's like, maybe. When I see black and white cats, I immediately think, yeah, they're not gonna like the water, right? That's what I usually automatically think. No. Where you going? She's like, I got things to do, lady. Like what? I gotta go shopping with my mom. I still gotta do dinner. Oh, really? You help her with dinner? She's like, yeah. How do you help her? I cleaned the plates afterwards. Ah, you mean like a dog? Yeah. Well, it sounds like what a dog would do. Really? Mm-mm. Come on. Alright, no. Alright, let's redirect. Let's get her thinking about something else right now. She's about ready to wig out. Let's get her thinking about her head getting washed, right? Let's get her thinking about that. Mm-hmm. She's about ready to bail. Now we're giving her something to think about. That's called a redirect. In case you didn't know, don't you know? Mm-hmm. She's a little water baby. You want a little water baby? Yeah. Were you born on the river? I was born on a river. Mm-mm-mm. 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 She's a little water rat, Mommy. She's like, did you just call me a rat? Well, it's a figure of speech. It's a figure of speech, little one. You called me a rat. No. No. Whatever. That just means a cat likes the water. That's all. And maybe, just maybe, she likes her little face massage too. She's like, it's all right. See how she went from bailing and about to pop out of the tub to sitting pretty and getting her face massaged? All because we did a quick redirect and got her mind thinking about something else. And look at her now, just sitting there, taking it all in, right? If you had allowed her to spiral the way she was spiraling, she would have been quickly spiraling to get the hell out of the tub, okay? She would have spiraled. She would have, wouldn't you? She's like, maybe. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I guess we'll never know. I think you like this. There's the washing part. I don't know about the rinsing part. It's been a long. She's like, I've been missing out all this time. Mother. Why didn't you tell me about this? I guess she didn't know. She didn't know. Alright, now that we've redirected and washed her face, which she absolutely loved, we have to go back to doing everything else, which is going to suck because I think the only thing she's actually going to like is her face massage and her face wash, right? Don't. Now what? Now what? Hmm? Are we going to move on to anything else? I don't know. Any ideas? Hmm? Any suggestions, people? You're always there to... Oh, new rules, people. You want to say anything negative, you have to say something positive first. New rules. New rules. Oh, thank you, Alice. Alicia. Alicia? Thank you, Alicia. Alright, Happy Hoodie is on. And we're going to start rinsing out the firmer scoop. She's assuming the position for now. She can quickly change her mind and decide she's leaving again, which would really suck. Is that because the Happy Hoodie's on? You don't like it? You don't like it? I'll take it off. If you start acting up, I'm going to put it back on. She's like, I'm not going to act up. You know you're on video, right? You know your mom's watching, right? She's like, dope, dope, double dope, double dope, double dope. We're going to go back to the Happy Hoodie. Yepper. What do you want it? There's no leaving and cackling. You're staying. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Had just about enough of you. You and your antics. You little antics. They're not going to work. You're staying. No, you're staying. You're not leaving. There's no leaving in cat vermin. There she's spiraling again. She's spiraling again. I can't spend the entire bath washing her face, which she absolutely loved. See that? That's your mommy. She told you to behave. Alright, she's not doing well on the tub, so what do? Put her in the tub. Yeah. That's an alternative. If the cat doesn't do well on the tub, you just put him in the tub. Capiche? Capiche, capiche. Capiche, capiche. We need more bubbles. She is quite beautiful. Did you get to watch any part of what I was saying earlier, Sarah? Or did you just jump on just now? Because I can go back over what I was saying. Where's she at? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's not... Well, what I was saying was that you're not treating for panic, you're treating for aggression, irritability. That's where she went. This is bullshit. This is just bullshit. Yeah, this is just bullshit. There. Keep it together. I usually like to get all of the knots out before the cat leaves the tub. They're mostly all out. There's a couple. right in there. Hello. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Hello. Are you spiraling again? She's like, maybe. She's like, are we there yet? No. A few more knots. There. You did it. Here, turn that way. Can I have your tail? You think a cat's just gonna sit there if something's painful? Are you kidding me? Do you know anything about cats? Do you know anything about cats? The cat is sitting there. Come on, people. You guys are goddamn idiots, right? You really are. Just sitting here. Come on. Calm your horses. Calm your horses. Oh my God. Shut up. Just shut up. You did it. You're doing it. You're doing it. You little bathing beauty. You little bathing beauty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. Mm-hmm. You did it. Mm-hmm. No spiraling. No spiraling. Mm-mm. My little bathing beauty. Alright. There it is. There. Alright, and rinse. Good girl. Good girl. Wait, you gotta get rinsed first, and then we'll leave. We'll leave like a lady. We're gonna leave like a lady. Mm-hmm. You wanna get back on the top of the tub? Just like, yeah. Alright. We'll get you on top of the tub. There you go. Good girl. Here we go. And rinse. Good girl. No, no spiraling. No. Keep it together. She's like, I can't do it, Kathy. You can. You're stronger than you think, lady. You're stronger than you think. Oh my God. Really? Good girl. You're doing amazing. You really are. She's like, fine, I'll do it. I'm not happy, but I'll do it. No, don't spiral. Don't spiral. Still got your tail. Right? Still got your tail. Just come over there. I want to do this part. Okay? Cute. She's really cute, Mommy. Now, he just turned you into a little black wolf. She's like, really? I'm a wolf? Yes. A wolf, queen, lion. She's like, that sounds fancy. It is fancy. It's very fancy. Alright, towel shot coming up, Mommy. Ready? Steady. Up we go. And I did it. I did it, Ma. I did it. Boop. She's so happy. She's so happy about it. Oh, she went through many stages in that tub. She's got a very complex personality. Sometimes you'll get a cat that's just a one-note pony, and then you get a cat like Penelope. Penny, you need to hiss. She's like, you're trying to suffocate me. I am not. You have an overworked imagination, little one. You've been watching too many Hollywood movies. You're wet. This is a towel dry. You understand now? She's like, maybe. Let's do your ears. Let's do your ears. Let's do your ears. Mm-hmm. Waka, 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 waka. All right. Now, let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Try not to lose your shit there, little lady. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, get rid of this one. Okay. There. Gotcha. Oh, stop it. The ETA was supposed to be in 5 minutes, but that's not going to happen. Mm-mm. You just cut the mommy off the pass so she wouldn't just show up at 7:30 because she's not ready. She's not ready. She's not ready. And it's 15 degrees outside, so yeah. We're not handing back wet cats in the middle of winter. Not happening. Okay. Put that on. Okay. Alright, ready? Take that off. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Well, why do you think? Well, why do you think you getting washed and coiffed is a problem? No more mats? You're clean and sexy? You are. This not so fast. Not so fast. No. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. What? Gotcha. You gonna let me? All right, close enough. Okay. Yeah. She's swearing up like a sailor. She's swearing like a sailor, Mommy. Okay. She's like, what the frick is happening now? She's like, I've had just about enough of this bullshit. There. She is cute. You gotta admit to that. You're adorbs. Yes. Yes, you are. Hello. 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 You're a cutie patootie. She's like, I know. Alright. We're gonna try and get her out of here in about 15 minutes. There. Comment section is back on. Have at it. It's Two Skulls. How you doing, Two Skulls? What'd you miss? Um, that's Penelope. She was partially pelted. We put her into a cute little lion wolf pattern. And she went through various stages of personalities. Um, she was kind of all over the place. So, but overall, she did okay. Her vet had recommended to her owner that she needed to use GABA for any future vet visits. I don't know if what the vet had recommended would be enough for a vet visit, but it's not enough for a grooming visit. So, but I would give her a B plus. A B plus, right? She did great. She's a little water rat, water baby. Yeah, she's cutie. She's a cutie patootie. Yeah. Yeah, mommy's in chat. There she is. Sarah. Sarah. It's, would this be, Penelope's first grooming ever? I think it might be. Alright, while she's in there, I'm gonna get Angel got a B plus. Awesome. Angel? Oh, gotcha. Yeah. It wasn't bad. You just kind of had to work around all of the things that were going through her head, right? Okay. Oh, let's get our cat carrier ready. We're going to take her out of there and just hand dry her. There's only so much that dryer can do. It's nice to give the cat a break, a little bit of downtime. That dryer box is more of a break for the cat and a break for me to decompress, get the cat carrier ready, do a bunch of different things, and then we'll pull her back out again and just hand dry her. I don't know how she's going to do without the sound. I'll try and finish her here on the grooming table. But usually when a cat is starting to escalate with irritability, I rely on that sound that comes from the sound box to keep her from escalating. That new bag, a little bit of fell away, and we'll try and finish her in here. If we can't, we'll just bring her back to the sound box. We'll bring her straight back to the sound box. There. Ready, steady, here we go. Penny. Come on out, Penny. She's like, what now? You don't have to do that. You don't have to hiss. You don't have to hiss. There. There we go. Yeah. powerful. So let's layer this on top. Waka waka. How you doing, baby? Yeah, my way. Good. Good, good, good. so much. Alright, so she's almost done. Alright, where's the comb? Come on. Why? Fine. Fine, fine, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Fine, fine, fine. It is. Get off the bed. Alright, just get off the bed. Okay? That's not helping. Alright, so maybe it was. Yeah. Alright, she's done. We just gotta... Oh, stop. Stop threatening me. Mm-hmm. You get tired... You get tired of the threats every once in a while. I do. You get tired of it. Alright, Sarah, come back anytime. She's done. She's finished. pretty. They're very beautiful. She's like, I know. Sorry. Sorry. She's a very complex cat. She's got a lot going on in that brain of hers. Probably just like her mommy, right? Smart. Alright. Alright. There you have it. Alright. You got this. Okay. So this was the emergency pelt removal after hours appointment. Owner wanted to keep as much coat as possible. I took a look at the coat and explained to the owner, matting we can take out. Pelting, we can't. Pelting, you have to shave it out. If you were to try to demat a pelt, there wouldn't be anything left. You could go through all the process of getting all of those things out, but there wouldn't be any fur left, right? So that's one of the main differences between working with matting versus pelting, right? You want to hang out? No, I don't think I want to put you back in there. We're just gonna put you in your carrier, okay? Your chariot awaits you. Your chariot awaits you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Your chariot awaits. So I took a look and I felt around. And I said, well, we don't have to go quite into a full line cut. There's a lot of that coat we can save, right? But all that we can leave on the back is just like that lion wolf's mane in the back, right? So there's a lot of coat that she still has, right? And that's going to grow out a lot more naturally for an owner who wants to keep her cat's coat full and natural, right? So the lion wolf is a really great option instead of going in and doing a full lion cut. All right, there's your mommy. She says she'll be here in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes. Let me just get a towel like this. And try and get her to drop it down a notch. You know? Just drop it down a notch. Put it over by the music, I guess. Oh, God. There. 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 Alright. Even though the title of, thank you, the title of the video says PTG, the owner opted to go with half the therapeutic dose. Why? Because her vet told her that she only needed 50. We have an 8-year case study, people, with 500 cat clients in a working cat grooming salon. So, yeah. Do you know what that 8-year case study showed me as a cat groomer? 3 things. 1, there is a different pre-treatment for fight versus flight. 2, fight, aggression, irritability, you only need to give once at a therapeutic dose, 2 hours ahead of time, no food in the stomach. Panic, you have to give it 2 times, right? Usually the night before and 2 hours prior, or if you have a late in the day or evening appointment like she had, you would give the first one in the morning and 2 hours ahead, right? All of that information is in the calming guide in my link, themainlion.com, right? The owner opted to go with just 50 as her vet said, because when she did it at home, she saw the effects that the GABA had at home, right? But when you take a cat, put them in a cat carrier, put them in a car, bring them somewhere they've never been before, they have an override switch that flips, right? It's for protection. Fight or flight is for survival. It's for protection because they feel like they might be at threat, right? She wasn't thinking about being threatened when she was in the bath getting her face massage and her eyes were rolling in the back of her head because she loved it, right? But there were other parts of the grooming where she felt she was under threat, right? So there's an override switch that the cat will flip, right? Which is why it's important to reach a therapeutic dose. All right, how do you find that? Just add a 0 after your cat's weight. If she's 10 pounds, add a 0, 100. Okay, thank you, owners here. We're gonna see you next time. Thank you, Two Skulls.